All right, so documentaries.
Mm-hmm.
I seen you posting, promoting a homeless documentary
Yep.
On your page. I think it's called Lost in Soda City.
Yep. Lost in Soda City. Yep.
Nobody will hire a homeless man. Been out here, well, about 20 years, on and off.
Matter of fact, Mexicans are out there. The homeless people, man, don't make them out themselves. I retired off my job long time ago. I see you walking.
How did that idea come about?
So me and my bro, I forgot, bro. We were chopping it up about something, bro, one day. This is about a few months ago, and we were like, bro, we should shoot the homeless. And my cousin has a barbershop downtown, so they go through there all the time. I was like, bro, they always downtown. Like, we just pop up one day. And so last week actually was our first day going out shooting. It was hot as hell, bro. But we was out there, bro, because we really wanted to get the perspective of the homeless. So a lot of people that have like film on the homeless, they kind of show like the negative side of it, shit like that.
Yeah.
We want to get their perspective, their point of view of how life is for them, how they ended up where they're at. Just a different side of it so people can see that these homeless people ain't really, a lot of them smart as hell, bro. Like, we interviewed 3 homeless guys last week, and all 3 of them, bro, super smart. 2 of them, they were like in their right minds, bro. Like you and me. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just, the circumstances, bro. So that's really what the documentary is about, just getting their point of view, how they ended up homeless, and just their side of shit instead of like the negative side of it. Because, motherfuckers see homeless people, they look down on them, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're less than. And that's not really the case, bro. They just had something going on in their life where they ended up in that position. You know what I mean? A lot of them happy like that, bro, honestly. Because they don't have no worries, no bills.
I said they had no
nothing
stress.
bro. And like, one of the guys in the interview, bro, he was like, this is what I want to do. I just want to be homeless, man. Like, I can sleep here one night. He said he sleeps in front of the police station every night. So he ain't got to worry about nobody fucking with him. Because ain't nobody gonna go in front of the police station
and do no stupid shit. Yeah.
Nobody can do that. And he was like, bro, I don't have anything to worry about. Like, I don't have nothing. You know what I'm saying? So it worked out.
Yeah.
But that's what it is. There's more to come on that, bro. We're probably gonna do a couple more shoots of those people, man, and then it's gonna be up. So we're gonna drop that in August. So it's June, so 2 more months.
Yeah.
While that finishing out.
See,
Lost in Soda City. Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's fire. I can't wait for that to drop.
Yeah. And if you don't know what Soda City is like a nickname for Columbia. They have a little Soda City market in our downtown area and shit. So that's what it's Columbia, South Carolina, basically. Lost in Soda City. That's what it's about. Yeah.
So while learning videography and photography, what were some difficulties that you had to deal with while learning it? Just some bumps in the road that you ran into.
Shit, a lot. The price of shit.
It's real,
bro. The price, look, if you want to get into photography, you want to get a camera, videography, any of that, you can't look at the price, bro. Because when you buy the camera's not gonna be your most expensive piece. You're gonna have to get the lenses, you're gonna have to get the SD cards, you're gonna have to get the accessories, tripods, all that shit. And my dog told me that when I picked my camera up, but he was like, he just gets more expensive from here, bro. And he ain't lie, bro.
Yeah.
But outside of that, bro, outside of the equipment part, really just learning the details of how to work the camera, the ISO, aperture, all the terminology, lights, you know what I'm saying? Like lighting and shit like that, bro. Just learning all that stuff. I'm still not all the way there, bro. I still got a lot to learn, man. Because if you're a student in the game, bro, you just always continue to evolve and learn. I'm only a year in, bro, so I think I'm pretty good for being a year in.
Yeah.
But I guess some of the difficulties, bro, outside of just the basic, terminology and basic learning the camera, I would say just promotion, you know what I'm saying? Like getting people to know like what you do, really taking pictures and getting better, and then trying to charge based on how you feel you are, you know what I'm saying, as far as your work and all that. Because everybody wants a photographer and videographer, but if you say you charge $200 an hour, your work gotta match that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody ain't gonna pay you $200 an hour for some trash that they send you their iPhone. You know what I mean? Like, that's it, bro. I really don't have, I'm blessed to be able to have somebody by my side that has done it for so long. So when I make a mistake, I can easily get it corrected because he tells me, yo, bro, this is what you gotta do instead of this. And just speeds my learning curve up, bro. Like that's with anything. Like if you do anything, I always recommend getting a mentor or somebody that's done it, that's been where you want to be, so that way you can just speed your learning curve up and then exponentially just take off from there, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your? I know you've only been doing it a year. What's your biggest gig that you've booked so far?
We did a wedding. We did a couple weddings actually, bro. The weddings have been the biggest ones. And me and my brother, we just chopped the bread up, you know, and just split it however.
Yeah.
The weddings have been the biggest ones.
Yeah.
That's it. We did 2 or 3. We did a wedding in North Carolina about 4 or 5 weeks ago outside of Myrtle Beach. And then we did another one in North Carolina too. So both of them were in North Carolina, a small town in North Carolina outside of Myrtle Beach. So it's been our biggest events.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Mhm.
So my next question is about your podcast.
Yeah.
When did that come about? And how did you get everyone together to come on one accord and, just be ready to do that? Because I feel like when you have a podcast and you have a certain amount of hosts,
Yeah.
Everybody got to be on the same page because,
Yeah.
everybody got their own life.
Yeah.
Everybody got their own responsibilities. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes it's tough to get, especially when you got like 3 hosts or 4 hosts, sometimes it's tough to get everybody on one accord. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
So, how did the podcast come about? How did y'all pick who you want to be on there? What is the overall message of the podcast? Or like, talk about that, brag on that.
Yeah.
Like what you guys doing
So how it came about, me and my bro, CD Mike, the same one I shoot the pictures with, we was actually, at first it was just him and me doing the podcast. And then we did almost about 5 or 6 episodes, maybe somewhere around there, just us two. And then we got so caught up in the photography mode because there was so many bookings and shit. Like we just kind of put it to the side for a little minute. And then we got some hosts involved. So basically what the podcast is about, it's called Word on the Street Podcast. So the originally we wanted to be about just topics in the world, shit going on in the world.
Like current
events, shit like that. And then just everyday topics, stuff that people like want to hear about, like, mental awareness, mental health, just shit that people can relate to. And that's still what it's about too. We still talk about that. We talk about things that might go viral on TikTok or social media, things that's going on and current events. So it's still the same thing. We have more people now. So it is kind of difficult because some of the episodes more recently, because of my schedule, I haven't been on a lot of the episodes, and then we might have some other people missing. So what we did was, instead of it just being us two, we tried to grab like a group of people that we can bring in. So when I can't be there, somebody else can be there. And when somebody else can't be there, so we'll always have at least 3 to 4 members on the podcast at one time.
Gotcha.
And it helps delegate because you get different. We have females on there where it was just like 2 guys. Now we have females that are on there too that'll come in and give their perspective. So it's not just a man's perspective on stuff, it's a female's perspective too. So when we have our audience that's watching, we have females watching, then the females can relate to the females, dudes can relate to the dudes, or however. So it's not just like one-sided. But it's coming, man. It's a journey, bro. Like eventually what we want to do with that is have our own like podcast network.
Yeah.
Other people that have a podcast can like come on our network. That way we can kind of just sit back.
Yes.
Kind
of like the Joe Budden.
Yep.
How you got the podcast, but it's a whole network.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's a smart blueprint to follow.
Yep.
Yeah, it's definitely a smart blueprint to follow.
But it's got to get off the ground, bro. Like, one thing I think that bro would attest to this too, just being consistent, bro. Like consistency is key with anything, bro. But definitely with a podcast or something posting on YouTube and posting on social media, because once you start and you get that following, like once you stop, it stops. Like if you keep going, then it grows, but it won't grow unless you put content out. So for that long period of time that I know, bro, it's probably like close to a year, bro, that we didn't, from we stopped to when we started back, because we were just so busy, bro. Our schedules, we had so much shit going on, so much bread coming in from this, so we couldn't, say nah to that money because we needed
money.
It, you know what I'm saying? The podcast, and the thing about podcasts, bro, too, is it's not instant bread. So you gotta like have that that drive to like keep it consistent. And something on YouTube channel, anything, bro, it's not instant, bro. So you gotta like, in order to see the fruits of your labor, you gotta be consistent with it. So that's just my message to anybody that has a podcast or anybody that has like any social media content, anything like that. Just make sure that you stay consistent because it'll come. It can come in 3 months, 6 months, a year. You never know how quick or how late it can come, but it's not gonna come if you don't be consistent. So that's where we're at now with it. We're just being more consistent, posting more, trying to get like at least 2 episodes a month or really ideally every week. But at least a couple of months so that we can kind of keep the traction going.
Yeah.
Keep it up. Yeah.